Hey guys, I hope all is well. Thank you for joining me for this Truth Talk episode. In today's episode, we're going to be talking about NBA Youngboy. But before we begin, I just wanted to give a special shout out to Scentbird for once again sponsoring one of my videos. This is the second time Scentbird wants to give my channel supporters a special deal. For those of you who don't know, Scentbird is a fragrance monthly subscription service that provides you with access to endless fragrances. Scentbird lets you choose a new fragrance to try every month for just $17 a month. Every month you get to pick the fragrance you want to receive, so you get exactly what you want. They have perfumes and colognes and a lot of unisex options. With each fragrance, you get a 30-day supply so you can try out the fragrance before committing to a full-size bottle that could be pricey. For those of you who only like the high-end designer brands like Prada and others, Scentbird got you covered too. They have a wide variety of designer fragrances in stock. I usually don't do sponsor videos, but Scentbird is great and they showed that they really supported my channel. That lets you know what kind of team they have over at Scentbird. The wonderful people over at Scentbird actually sent me 3 new scents: El de Parfume Colette by Brownie, Sign Your Attitude by Mercedes-Benz, and Verbena by L'Occitane and Provence. My favorite one by far is the Sign Your Attitude by Mercedes-Benz, as it has such a clean, fresh smell that can be worn on any occasion. You should definitely give it a try. Scentbird aren't cheap with the amount of fragrance you get either. They sent these generous sized vials and these unique cases that honestly look great and are easy to use. I highly recommend Scentbird, as I believe is a better way to get your fragrance at the right price sent directly to your door. Scentbird lets you try a new scent every month, so you're not stuck with the same smell until your $200 bottle runs out. So if you're interested in getting Scentbird, make sure you use code TRUEFIZ55 at checkout to get 55% off your first month. The link would be in the description. That means you can try your first month for a little over $7. So if you want to further support the channel by showing today's sponsor some love, head over to Scentbird. I want to give a special thank you to Scentbird's team for sponsoring this video and supporting the channel. Now, let's get right into it. Youngboy is one of the most successful young rappers out now. He has managed to gain a cult-like following that supports him no matter what. Even though Youngboy was just a teen from Louisiana, he managed to get in the music industry at a young age, blowing up and eventually becoming a superstar. Recently, it was being reported that Youngboy signed a record deal worth a whopping $60 million, making Youngboy one of the top paid rappers currently in the game. There is no doubt in anybody's mind that Youngboy made it, but how exactly did he manage to become the megastar he is today? And also, how does he manage to beat just about all his legal cases he gets himself into? What if I told you that behind Youngboy's rise to fame lied a dark secret he wouldn't want the world to know? Join me in this episode as we uncover the dark truth about NBA Youngboy. NBA Youngboy was born October 20th, 1999 in the ghettos of Baton Rouge, being raised mainly by his grandmother due to his father serving a 55-year prison sentence for a robbery gone horribly wrong. Growing up, his mother wasn't really in the picture either, leaving Youngboy to be raised by his grandmother until 2010 when she would tragically pass away. He would go on to move back with his mother and later tell his mom he wanted to be a rapper and convinced her to let him drop out of school in the 9th grade. Youngboy would then proceed to involve himself with the street life. He would start committing petty crimes around the local Baton Rouge area to make money, eventually getting in trouble with the law, getting himself sent to a youth detention facility. When Youngboy was released from the youth center, he would go on to link with his estranged brother, and together they would start making music. Youngboy and his brother would end up joining a local street crew called TBG, who would go on to fund Youngboy's early music career. He would eventually have a problem with a fellow member of the crew that went by the name of G Money, and Youngboy decided to leave the crew, choosing to form his own crew named NBA. This would eventually spark a rivalry between both crews, leading to losses on both sides. As Youngboy was picking up steam in the music industry, he would go on to get arrested for 2 attempt charges back in 2016. The police were accusing Youngboy of trying to take out his rivals. As he was fighting these accusations, his crew would continue to release his music, growing NBA Youngboy's buzz. This would turn out to be the best thing his crew could have done for Youngboy, as one of those songs they released would turn out to be a hit song. Youngboy's career took off after releasing his song 38 Baby back in 2016 while Youngboy was still in jail. Due to the success of this song, he managed to sign a deal with Atlantic Records. Somehow, Youngboy also managed to get himself out of any prison time by taking a plea deal, which put him on house arrest. Now, if you're like me, you may be asking yourself, how did NBA Youngboy manage to escape the temp charges? We all know how serious these charges are, And after researching the situation, it looks like the law has significant proof that Youngboy has something to do with the crime. So how did Youngboy not only manage to sign a lucrative music deal, but also beat a criminal case that could have put him away for a very long time? Well, after researching Youngboy, it appears that he may have had a hidden hand helping him with his music career and legal troubles. Youngboy, like many superstars, shows hidden signs of taking the Masonic oath and being a puppet ever since the beginning of his career. I have come to believe that part of NBA Youngboy's success came largely from the Freemasons who have secretly been behind him since he was still a teenager. The reason I have come to this conclusion is no other than NBA Youngboy himself, as he has been secretly showing his alliance for a long time now. A while back, while I was going through Youngboy's videos, researching him, I found evidence in one of his early videos that 100% proves Youngboy is associated to the Masonic Order and has been since a teenager. In NBA Youngboy's music video for his song Fact, Youngboy and members of his crew can all be seen wearing Freemason pendants on their chains. This music video was released on September 20th, 2016, when Youngboy was only 16 years old. In the video, they make sure to show Youngboy and his crew wearing the Masonic pendants, even focusing the camera on them. This is how the Masons hide their symbols in plain sight, as I am pretty sure most people didn't even notice or pay the symbol any mind. This caught my attention and surprised me, as we usually don't see teenagers showing that they're Masons. In my opinion, this proves either two things. One, Youngboy could have been a Mason, a part of the Demolay organization for young boys, a Freemason organization for kids until they're 18. Or two, Youngboy was being managed by Freemasons and they instructed him to wear the jewelry. Either way, this proves Youngboy has been associated with the Masons since at least 2016, but possibly even before then. It was in 2016 that Youngboy's career really took off. The same year, he can be seen in a music video wearing a Masonic square and compass pendant. Only people who are Masons would purchase and wear a Masonic square and compass pendant, as most people won't even come in contact with the symbol or know what it is, especially at 16. They made sure to clearly show the pendant in the video, in pure Mason fashion, hiding the truth in plain sight. I believe his Masonic alliance is what helped him beat his criminal cases. Right as he signed his first deal in 2016, he would get a one-of-a-kind plea deal that granted him freedom, even though it was obvious NBA Youngboy has something to do with the crime he was being charged with. We saw this same thing happen with Snoop Dogg, who back in the 90s was arrested and charged with taking someone out. At the end of it all, Snoop Dogg's charges were dropped. Shortly after Snoop's release from jail, he made a music video showing himself making a deal with the devil. This is what I believe happened with Youngboy as well. After this first arrest, this will start the routine of Youngboy getting arrested and being set free for the next few years. The last time Youngboy got arrested stood out to me the most. I have spoken about Youngboy's last arrest several times on this channel and have said multiple times that the entire situation seems very strange. First off, it was reported that before Youngboy got arrested, he led police on a high-speed chase. Eventually, Youngboy ditched this car and ran into the woods, trying to evade the police on foot. But the police eventually caught Youngboy, arresting him, also finding a weapon in Youngboy's car, which was a big no-no for Youngboy. Youngboy was then taken into jail and was initially denied bail as he was labeled a menace to society and a flight risk by the judge. When it appeared Youngboy would finally have to sit in jail for a while, the judge out of nowhere would change their mind, granting Youngboy bail and putting him on house arrest. When Youngboy was released from jail, he dropped a new music video, and people started noticing something off about Youngboy. He was wearing what appeared to be makeup around his eyes and lips, something that was strange for Youngboy's character. During this time, he was interviewed by DJ Academics, where Youngboy made the claims that when he was wearing makeup is when he felt like his true self. Obviously, something was strange with Youngboy, and everybody was noticing it. To me, it was even more strange, especially when it appeared Youngboy was trying to evade police at all costs when he got arrested in the first place. It didn't make no sense for Youngboy to try to run from police, as he wasn't going to get anywhere. Youngboy is a very well-known celebrity who most likely would be noticed anywhere. Where was he planning on running to? But it obviously appeared to me that Youngboy was desperately trying to get away from the police for some unknown reason. Add this with the fact that Youngboy should have never truly gotten bail in the first place, and the fact that when he was released, he was acting like a whole new person. Things were adding up to something sinister. Then a few months after Youngboy was released, he dropped a music video full of interesting imagery. In his music video for Like a Jungle, he can be seen dressed in all black while sitting in a casket. The reason Youngboy is sitting in a casket is because he is a Mason. See, this scene represents a Masonic initiation rebirth ritual. When a person becomes a Mason, they are reborn as a Mason. The Masonic initiation ritual consists of putting the person in a tomb, and when they're taken out of the tomb, they're shown the light. This is what the casket scene represents. This is also why in the next scene, where Youngboy is outside, you can see the Reaper on Youngboy's shirt. The Masons are obsessed with death imagery. It's obvious to me that Youngboy was recruited by the Masons at a very young age and has been used to spread the Masonic agenda. The industry used Youngboy to push the gangster rap agenda to his millions of impressionable fans. Fans that look up to Youngboy, worshipping his every move. For years, Youngboy has been influencing his own people to live a life of destruction that only comes with pain. Pain that Youngboy should be familiar with and not wish upon no one else. But still, he decided to glorify the evil through his music, pushing it to his fans for his monetary gain, selling out his people for millions of dollars in fame. Something I found amusing was Youngboy's last song, called This Is Not a Song, in which it seems he talks about stopping the violence, all while still promoting violence. Even though the song talks about stopping the violence, it's truly just a diss song to Lil Durk, who recently said he was gonna commit to stopping the violence in his city, which again is comical when in every song Durk is promoting violence to his fans. In the lyrics of the song, Youngboy admits two very important things. One, he talks about his destructive influence on his fans. When he raps, I'm Rolls Royce riding. Please don't tell me who said something. I know this ain't right. God, please forgive me. I misled some. Youngboy is admitting that he has misled some, referring to his music misleading his fans on a path of destruction that would lead them to a burning end. In another part of the song, Youngboy admits that he would be meeting a burning end when he raps, now I got to change. You ain't got nothing to do with me. I'm going to hell. Openly, Youngboy admits that he will meet a burning end. Why else would you think Youngboy would be stating this? He knows he sold his soul for fame and success. In another one of Youngboy's songs called Devil's Child, Youngboy admits to selling his soul and being a devil's child. In the hook of the song, Youngboy raps, I see demons in my dreams, versatile, and he also raps, I'm dripping blood out in public, I'm a devil child. Openly, Youngboy is admitting to his fans that he is influenced by demonic forces, letting his fans know he sees demons in his sleep, just like Crowley claimed he saw the fallen gods, who were just demons in visions. Youngboy also raps in the second verse of the song, what's wrong with me? Them people ask. I won't let them know. I say a prayer to the devil laying on the floor, clutch on the stick, and I kick in your door. Openly, Youngboy admits that he prays to the devil and not to God. It couldn't be more obvious than this. NBA Youngboy sold his soul to the devil. He admitted it out of his own mouth that he prays to the devil for guidance. This is why his music is full of evil, as it's just a tool for Lucifer. Youngboy states that the people ask what's wrong with him, but he won't let them know, stating that what's wrong with him is his pact with Lucifer. In a way, I feel bad for Youngboy, as he got himself wrapped in all of this at such a young age, most likely not knowing what it would cost him. There's a reason why Youngboy is one of the most popular rappers out now. He is being pushed by the Masons to continue to push an agenda of destruction in urban communities. We see just how much control they have over Youngboy. Whenever they desire, they lock him up to show him who's really in charge. We are living in dark times, and we need to change the fate of our people. So many kids are consuming this music, not knowing they're being influenced and guided on a path of destruction. Like I always say, we must remember that every day we wake up, our souls are at stake, and we also must remember to help those who can't see the truth find the truth. Well, that's it for this video. But before you go, I just wanted to give a special thank you to Scentbird for sponsoring this video. If you want to further support the channel by supporting today's sponsor, go over to Scentbird and give them a try and use code TruthIs55 for 55% off your first month. Thank you all, and I'll see you guys in the next one. I just wanted to give a special shout out to the Truth Movement members. I truly appreciate every single one of you. If you'd like to further support the channel, join the Truth Movement, or you can join me on Patreon, where I drop exclusive videos monthly. The link would be in the description. Another way you can further support the channel is by checking out the Truth Is store and seeing if you find anything you like. Every purchase you make helps with the funding of Truth Records. The link to the Truth Is store is also in the description. Also, please leave a comment on your thoughts on this video and on any future topics you would like to see me cover on my channel. If you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe and hit the bell so you can be notified of future videos. If you like this video, please leave a like as it helps other people find these videos. You can also find me on TikTok and Instagram and follow me there. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.